In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up your personal learning network using WordPress as the chosen platform. Now, in week 2 of EDFT 459, you would have noticed that many suggestions for PLNs have been put forward, so that many examples have been found and posted into the forums and onto the Google sheet. And so what you want to start doing now is actually thinking about how you want your PLN to look like, or what you want it to look like, also what platform or what website you're going to use to develop it in and with. Now, the one that I use is WordPress. It's very user-friendly, and what I will be doing over the course of the next 6 weeks is actually posting up video tutorials that talk you through or step you through certain parts of creating your PLN and developing aspects of your PLN. You can choose any kind of software that you want or website that you want that offers you a suitable structure for a PLN. But as I said, if you want some step-by-step guidance, I'll be using WordPress. So to get into WordPress, the easiest way is to go to Google and type in WordPress into the search function. And a number of options come up. So when you click on this one here, which is wordpress.com, create a free website or a blog, when you click on that, you get to this page here, okay? And this is a good point for us to reflect for one moment that when you're creating a PLN certainly is a website in that it is a site that is housed on the web, but it's something more than your conventional website that provides information only. The key thing about a PLN that distinguishes it from a website is that it has this idea of being a network. It has this idea of being able to communicate with people and share ideas. Okay, so you're not creating a website with static information. You're creating a website that has got a communication tool or a blogging tool on it. And we'll talk more about blogs in week 3 and week 4, but you absolutely must have on your PLN some function that allows you to communicate with other people. Okay, so when you click on this onto the WordPress homepage, you'll see down at the bottom it's got create a website, start a blog, or discover. And so what I want you to do is to click on the start a blog link. Okay, so don't click on create a website, click on start a blog. And when you click on that, you'll get to this page here. And what WordPress does is it steps you through 6 easy steps that help you to set up your blog, okay? And your blog is going to be your personal learning network. And so I'm going to, in this case, select education and organizations, and then I'm going to select general education. You can select whichever ones you want. This is more about sort of giving you hints later on about how you might set up your PLN. Then what it does is it asks you to decide what your homepage is going to look like. And this is something good for you to think about. It's not set in stone. You can change this later. Do you want a site where the post that you make on it, so the communication that you add to your PLN is quite prominent? Do you want them so your posts are in this format, or do you want it in a grid format so that your posts are very, very prominent on your site? This is just to help you. Okay, it's a way of you thinking about how you want it to be set up. A few years ago, when you were using WordPress, it would say, do you want a header and a footer? Do you want 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, etc.? So this is actually a more user-friendly way of setting it up. I'm going to select this one on the left, so a list of my latest posts. So I'm going to click on that. And what it does is it gives you a theme or a series of themes that you can choose. And as it says here, this is really good advice. No need to overthink it. You can always switch to a different theme later. So your theme is how your PLN is going to appear. And with a theme comes a whole set of functions that allow it to work. And we can change those at a later date. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through. I'm going to select a theme that I like. I like this one here. So I'm going to, as you move your mouse over it, preview comes up. I'm going to click on preview. And I like this, so it gives me a header. It's got a nice visual function to it. And it allows me down here to have all my posts. Okay, so these are posts that I have that I would have been adding to it. And you can also add other information and things to it as well. So up at the top right hand corner, I'm going to say pick this theme. And that now means that embedded into WordPress in this setup process is that particular theme that I want to use. I'm then going to select my domain name or the name for my PLN or my blog. So this is the name that will appear in the URL. So the URL being this aspect here. Okay, so this is the details you'd be sending out to people if you wanted them to follow you. So you need to think of a domain name that is meaningful, not too long or not too complicated. Please do not use your student number. Okay, so this PLN is sitting out in the sort of public ether. Please do not use your student number for your PLN name. Now I'm going to use ECOP Learning because ECOP Learning is the name that I'm using for some other aspects of this unit this semester. So you'll see that it gives you some options. I can have ecoplearning.wordpress.com for free, or I can have ECOP Learning and variations of, but this is going to be in an upgrade version, which means I need to pay. I'm quite happy with ecoplearning.wordpress.com, so I'm going to select this one. It then tries to suggest that I might want to pay again, but you'll notice on the left hand side you can still have your free site, and that has ample functionality for the purposes of our project. So I'm going to click on select free, and then it asks you to put in an email address. So this is the email address that is going to be connected to your PLN. You can use your ACU student one if you wish. You might find that helpful because it means that all information will be coming to the same place. I'm going to continue using one that I've set up for the purposes of this unit, just a Gmail one. And I'm going to call my username will be ECOP Learning, and then I'm going to put in my password. Now, with your password, don't make it one that, don't use your ACU password, okay? Make it a new one. Okay, then I'm just going to pop into my Gmail account just to confirm that. Won't be a moment. So you'll notice here it says here, we've sent a message to ECOP Learning. Please use this to confirm your email address. So I'm just going into ECOP Learning, my Gmail account. I'm going to open up my message from WordPress. I'm going to confirm now. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. So what it has now done, it's created my my PLN, or well, it's actually created a blog with WordPress, but the blog and a PLN are exactly the same thing. So that is the first and major step in creating your PLN.